located in the southwestern province of Yunnan. The place the Chinese call the City of Eternal Spring. Once a town of nomadic tribesmen, today the city's morphing at mind-boggling speed. I'm David Wu, and you're watching China Fast Forward. It's kind of fun. Kunming was a gateway to China. Back in 1910, the French built the Indo-China Rail Line connecting Kunming to Hanoi. And back in the World War II days, the American troops used the city as a central military supply line, effectively putting the city on the world map. In imperial times, political exiles were banished to Kunming. But now, it's a prime destination that's catching up with the big boys. One way to get around Kunming is on a bike, where the traffic in the city is not as bad as some of the other cities, yet. Another good reason to bike it is to savor Kunming's pride and joy, its horticultural gardens. At 1,900 meters, the plants are always in bloom and the weather is amazing. Beautiful! The city sells more flowers than anywhere else in China. And the markets here are a big attraction. Your mom or your mother-in-law, if they like flowers, you can come over here. Let me tell you, it's a bargain. 七彩云南啊！
七彩云南。
好，来一个。
来一个。
好美。
不用了，不用了。
不行了。
不用了，不用了。
不要不行。哎呀，不是，弄拿了。
是的吧？哎呀，没事，不用。
I just saved myself $5. What a nice lady.
来。
哎呦，好，谢谢您贵姓啊？
我姓黄。
黄啊。
哎
呦，谢。Kunming was named after a nomadic tribe. And to uncover more of its past, I wander across to Guandu Town. Filled with street markets and traders, Guandu is what old Kunming used to look like. Yunnan is China's tobacco central. Smoking is an old tribal custom here. 请问，这个真的名字叫什么？
水烟筒。
水烟筒。
哎，对。
好的，给我示范一下，或教我一下这怎么抽啊？可以吗？来。
这是烤烟嘛？
这烤烟呐？
哎，对。
这是烤烟，烟草。Right, he's gonna give us a little demonstration here. All right. OK.
哎，你可以感觉一下嘛。
洗脸。反正这点了就吸对吧？
要把里面的水抽响了。
笑什么啊？没见过没抽烟的人吧？
你抽的时候放慢一点。你觉得这个抽的和这个抽纸烟有什么感觉？
啊 I'm sure a lot of people understand the logic behind the pipe with the water inside. The water works as a filter once you smoke the tobacco, so it comes out clean and light. Out here, I also find authentic Kunming fast food. You can't tell, but it's piping hot. You know, before you bite into it, oh, can't even hold on to it. Oh, dude. In America, they have burgers, but here they have this with different fillings. This is the sesame version, as you can see. And this has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Lunch beckons, and I visit the Shiping Huiguan, an 18th century mansion that's also one of the few old landmarks left in town. It used to be a clubhouse for visiting scholars from Shiping County who brought their hometown recipes with them. Today, the restaurant offers some of the best Yunnanese cuisine around. 5-star meals at fast food prices.
28元。
28元。
冰淇淋里面有5条。
Not bad. For 28 RMB, get all these fishes, including scales. Now that's what I call scales of economy. Stupid joke. But good fish though.
听从我的操作，首先拿一块豆腐，用手吃， 石屏的豆腐呢有3大特点，得用手吃。第一是烫手，当豆腐烤出来的时候特别烫。第二是烫嘴。
OK， 然后呢？
然后是烫心啊，甜到心里也烫到心里，觉得特别舒服，这是它豆腐的一个特色。
That's the way you eat Shuping roast tofu. You don't just eat it, you feel it. At the end of my meal, I get a taste of Kunming's ethnic color. It's just a hint of what the city has to offer. Yunnan province has more ethnic groups than anywhere else in China. But to explore them all would take me months of travel. The next best thing, the Yunnan Nationalities Park, where I get a taste of village life, Kunming style. Close but no cigar. From the Zhuang tribe, is their traditional instrument. I wonder if they can play P. Diddy on this. This is kind of fun. I didn't plan to go shopping, but elsewhere in the village, I stumble upon the local tribal boutique. While the Chinese wolf silk, the Han tribe designed clothes out of tree bark. I meet Zhang Shupi, aka Tree Bark Zhang, the Giorgio Armani of Yunnan. Tree bark is actually not spiky or thorny or whatever. It's sort of kind of rough but kind of soft, so it doesn't actually really poke you on the skin.
又可以做那个电扇床下的，什么都可以做这个。它可以剪下来做手链也好，包也好。
That's one tree.
它一棵树
Connected. Look.
会，这只，哎呀，在这蝙蝠上一样，这是用胡烙的，这同样是用胡烙的。
All right, what I have on now is a tree bark poncho, I guess, and a hat. And the markings on here are all burnt in as opposed to being drawn onto the bark. He goes, a set of vest and pants will be over 10,000 RMB, which is literally the price of an Armani suit. But think about it. The only person in the world that can do this right now is Mr. Zhang Shupi 先生. The only one left in the world, and that's well worth it. Kunming's ethnic vibe is sweeping across the city, and in my next stop, I visit their version of Broadway. This is the hottest ticket in town, a show called Dynamic Yunnan. It's the first show from Kunming to tour worldwide. The story is about life, death, and rebirth. It has a lot of drums, drama, and of course, dancing. What's interesting about the show is that it's a blend of the old and the new. They take traditional dances that are vanishing and put them on stage for the whole world to see. It's not an easy feat, but it's quite impressive. The musical is the brainchild of Yang Liping, also known as Kunming's Sorceress of Dance. To create the show, she traveled across Yunnan for 18 months to do research. Her mission is to preserve Yunnan's past for the future. Now get this, the entire cast comprises of Yunnanese villagers who've been trained from scratch. None of them have ever performed on stage before. Looks like they're really putting out just to rehearse. 这是三钟鼓。
这个是老虎鼓。
这是老虎鼓 ，the tiger drum. The tiger drum represents strength and power. And the other drum, okay, the other drum is called the sun drum, right? So the middle part represents the women, and the sticks on the side represent men. So by the guy beating on this big sun drum means men and women come together, bear fruit.
过来，哎，你们两个都过来，跳嘛，来，转了，哎，你的技术可以呀、啊。
Thank you. Oops, I dropped it.
这样你就肯定掉地上。
Mound. It's kind of This is just a kind of a portion of the whole drum set. There's probably 30, 40 different kinds of drum styles. And then what? They say they can go on for 3 days and 3 nights. You got time? We got the drums. Yang Liping is looking to go international. Few modern Chinese shows have made the world stage, but dynamic Yunnan might change all that. 1, 2, 3. More cosmopolitan edge. This is Salvador's, a very popular cafe here in the Wenhua Alley, which is called Cultural Alley, near the university area. Thank you very much. Like in this area, is where a lot of foreigners like to hang out. And here in front of me, we have traditional Yunnan pu'er tea, and here with a, Western coffee. No, not exactly. People in the Western world are getting into Chinese teas, whereas people in China are really getting into coffee. So much so, they even have their own Yunnan blend of coffee. Cafes like Salvador's are the new flavor around Kunming. Run by American and Japanese owners, it's the place to visit for bagels, pizzas, and ice cream. All right, here in Salvador, there's a lot of friends from all over the place and come and gather here and have a cup of coffee. And Dave here from Toronto is going to tell us about the coffee here in Kunming. What do you think, sir?
It's damn good. It's actually the best coffee I've had in all of Asia. Well, I've been to Thailand, Laos, and around China a bunch, and I'd definitely say it's the best stuff I've had
Really?
so far. Yeah.
So is this why you come back to Yunnan for the coffee?
No, I come back because it's the best way to get down to Southeast Asia, but I always come to Salvador's when I'm in town for coffee, for sure. I think one of my biggest problems with some coffee is that it goes down and it bothers my stomach, whereas Yunnan coffee doesn't really do that.
That is key. Yeah. That is totally key. It does not burn your stomach. It does not give you gas.
Yeah.
That's totally key.
It's a big plus.
Kunming folk generally love to chill out, but some people have more exotic pursuits. Kunming is known for some pretty offbeat things, and this place is apparently one of them. It's called the Mound, and it belongs to a sculptor named Luo Xu. With entrance by appointment only, the Mound offers an eye-opening celebration of the female form. The first thing you notice about Luo Xu's place are these humongous mounds. I asked, so what's the whole theme about this whole area? He goes, everything comes from the mother. So legs are female. What about these mounds? What do you call these breasts? He goes, yeah. A builder by profession, Luo Xu's private estate features over 30 unique chambers. Okay, here it is. He goes, the way this architecture is constructed, if you look at it, he says, the outside, I said, looks like the woman's breast, but the inside looks like the womb. Wow. You know, everywhere we go here is a mystery because Mr. Luo says, don't you have this feeling that's inside of a woman's body, the womb? You know, different caves and different areas. Now in a different area again. It's like an adventure. There's so many rooms in here. I'm kind of lost. Oh, by the way, it throws a lot of parties in this place. As you can see, it's a total party area. 一件的话能卖要卖开价多少钱吗？这样会不会太直接了？还是大概
不直接，有时候酒喝多了呢，就50块人民币。有时候清醒的情况下就会要得很高很高。对，这是一个合唱团，你要不要听一听他们唱的歌？
Because this is a choir. Because do you want to hear them sing?
你听一段看看。
好的。So this is a choir. We can actually listen to them sing later on. This whole thing, kind of like what someone said, looks like a cathedral, kind of like a church choir. What are they going to sing? Let's check it out. I actually really like the place because I'm a kind of a brick person myself. I like that kind of a rough kind of a facade, and the inside is everything's all kind of rounded. For some reason, it seems like it flows around. It all comes together. If you look up, it's all rounded, nothing too straight edge. Everything's curved, and it kind of gives you this thing that everything is so soft and not too hard edged. That's kind of like what I like about it. Luo Xu isn't only an artist; he's also an architect, painter, and furniture maker. His next project? A designer hotel. Well, Mr. Luo loves to have friends because every day he's got about 30 or 40 friends visiting him from all over the place. You know what? When I have a party, give him a call. He may answer you. Bon appetit! Dinner time! After eating, it was time for me to enter Kunming's Twilight Zone. I'm here at the Jingma Bijifang, the middle of the Kunming nightlife. Contrary to what people think about nightlife in this area, they actually have some very colorful clubs. I'm here with a man, Mr. Qian Yuan, who's the owner of not just one club, but 4 clubs in the Kunming area here, right? So, 老板，很快的给我们解释一下昆明的朋友们的生活节奏跟 party 节奏到底是怎么样呢？
简单的用8个字就表示。好，悠闲，自由，略带疯狂。这个就是对，
嘿 ，nice， 慢摇俱乐部。
欢迎光临草莓老师，欢迎光临。
哎呦，人已经这么多了。哎，礼拜二。What kind of music is this? It's what?
Office music.
What is office music?
节奏比较缓慢。
Okay, there's a new term they have here called 慢摇, which he calls it office music, where they play over here, so the pace is a little bit slower. Ever heard of office music? Only in Kunming, baby!
31 seconds.
The Crystal House is one of the most successful clubs in town. I've never seen a place this packed at 10 p.m. anywhere on a Tuesday night. Kunming's clubs aren't exactly steamy, but watch out for the girls. 要跳的时候会有很多客人来跟你们说，哎，塞电话号码什么什么这个东西啊？
有啊，操，很多哎，
很多啊，
长得很像你那种人很多哎，
这么丑啊！所以只要你们喜欢帮忙都 OK。
OK。
有没有说，哎呀，就不要跳啦，然后就去什么找份工作什么的？也有说，
但是你还年轻的话，你可以玩；你爱玩的话，你就玩；玩够了的话，你好好找工作吧，好好嫁人 OK。
OK 了，你看，你还没结婚呢？
没有，还小哎。
31 seconds.
Kunming is known for its amazing natural wonders, and after a hard night of partying, I decide to unwind at the Brilliant Spa, one of Kunming's nouveau resorts. The spa is famous for its hot springs and its therapeutic use of flowers. I can't wait. The truth is, this is the first time I've been in a pool with a bunch of rose petals. You know what? It smells really nice and it feels great. The rose oil actually energizes you, revitalizes you, and also beautifies you. hot springs are indigenous to Kunming. With 25 different pools in this resort alone, it's hard to go wrong. There's a sign here that says, do not touch. The reason being, the water from the source, when it comes over here, is 76 degrees Celsius, quite hot. But here in the pool, they control it, right, to about 39 to 40 degrees Celsius, so it's perfect. Soak in the pool. Flower-scented massage treatments are a Kunming specialty.
This is the life. Need I say more?
For my last stop, I head across the lake to China's premier golf resort, the Spring City Course. It's so famous that Hong Kong stars and Hollywood directors have come by for a swing. I am not a pro, but just look at the view. It's so beautiful, it's enough to make any grown golfer cry. You better move out of there, Daniel, or you're gonna die. Hey. But remember, before getting on, it's better to have more practice. I get a little help, just to make sure my vacation ends on the perfect swing. Thank you, Coach. I think I'll quit on a good note. How's that? A little piece of information for you. Golf started in China 5,000 years ago. If you don't believe me, take a look. Great view of the lake. What a way to end the day.